to brew the coffee around 1200, used mainly as an aphrodisiac. Legend of how it come to be: goats eating, goat twice varies no more fatigue. Main form of drink is brewed from the husk rather than the bean called kisser. Kisser is been like harsh. It's been like broke. It means like yes, like small thing that is like a fragile thing that coffee become the fragile thing. And next is Istanbul, Turkey. Istanbul, Turkey, the home to the creations of the world's modern coffee cup. So, Turkey is the trigger point that the coffee is like become the modern home of the creations of the world's modern coffee cup. So I can say that Turkey, that the first place that used the modern coffee, the produce how to make the coffee with the modern technology. Drunkens from the handless bowl the size of an egg from the Sultan Asar of bowl holder was made, gold and diamond entrusted there. The Turkish people used to drink coffee by the gold and diamond glass. It means that like the kingdom that just the coffee that who would drink the coffee just like the people who live in kingdom. Over time, a handle was added to the serve. The handle was moved to actual cup and the serve was discarded. So, after that used the gold and diamond and extracted from handless bowl, now it exchanged to the bowl that used handle. Before that bowl did not use handle, but now it's used handle. That's the transformations of bowl and the cup of coffee. Sultan Murad IV inherited to the Rome at age 11. Brutal and lightest laughter would roam the streets in disguise to catch. Ottoman Turks lay siege to Vienna, dig tunnels under their walls, invade the city. Poles come to the Venice rescue and drive out the Sultan troops. Left behind are 25,000 camels with coffee beans left with the coffee bean at about 300 years of Islamic expectations come to the halt. So it means that the camels at about 25,000 camels at about 300 years old bring the coffee beans. So 25 camels that you can imagine that 25 camels can bring the beans of coffee. How many they are? I mean that is so many. I think I can use that so much. Peter Wender at about 1683 hears the Turkish digging their tunnels. So the Turkish people like make like some tunnel that by the dig a tunnel that the camel can raise to bring the coffee beans to the Turkish. King Gustav Adolf II, the second Gustav Adolf of Sweden, Ragavik, Germany. Gingerbread in these areas is decorated with a doll face. France make pastry and rename it Le Croissant or Croissant in France. This is the first time that coffee can entire the world. This is the first time or the first time that all around the world know a coffee. In Vienna that now is known about the cappuccino coffee. The flavor, how the taste or flavor of the cappuccino relate the stage of drinking the coffee to life. The color colder whipped cream is catch relates to childhood. So in Vienna who drinks the coffee is start from the childhood. When they were a kid, they start to drink the coffee. Probably the culture of the Vienna people to make it's like addict to coffee. But I mean that coffee is not. There is like some contents like caffeine. But I would like to explain about caffeine in later. Related to middle age, nothing spectacular. The third is the last part and the bottom of the cup is like old age, black and bitter. I mean that the last part and the bottom of the cup is like old age, black and bitter. You know that? When you drink coffee, there is like the remains of the coffee is like black. You can't see in the front of you. There is like a coffee. Then why is not empty? Because there is like the remains of the coffee, but the flavor of that is bitter and the color is black. Breathing. Start after from the kiva and then almaka and then the tarkis and now it's breathing. Breathing is the point that the revolutions of coffee houses in Britain encourage sober, sensible, political debate. Built out box, foundations of modern democracy first appeared in London. Tarts had coffee house so customers could safely voice their opinion on controversial political topics. And the Britain said that there is like appear the questions because coffee can make you or all guys is addicted. So that's appear the questions. What is coffee a drug? Coffee a drug. A report by National Institute of Drug Abuse says 5,000 Americans are killed by caffeine each year. So each year in 5,000 Americans are killed by a caffeine each year. The same number die from all illegal drugs combined. So why these questions appear? So that's because the quality of the 5,000 Americans are killed by the caffeine each year because a same with the number died from all illegal drugs combinations combined. So every year there is like coffee. Coffee can kill the 5,000 Americans are killed. Coffee was recognized as an addictive substance by American Psychiatric Association or APA in 1994. Coffee was recognized by American people. APA categorizes coffee and other caffeine containing substances as socially acceptable drugs like heroin and nicotine. According to APA, 94% of coffee drinkers suffer from caffeine dependence syndrome, where the symptoms include temper, exhaustion, paranoia, among others. Consider the fact that humanity can coffee both sprang from the same area in Eastern Africa. This is I would like to give the fun fact of coffee, probably the journey of the coffee. This is the fun fact. India is become the first non-Muslim nations to drink coffee due to Baba Buddha. So India become the first non-Muslim nations to drink coffee due to Baba Buddha. And coffee is generally seen as a Muslim drink. Coffee is generally seen as a Muslim drink. probably that why this statement appear. I mean that as I know that whether because that coffee the first time grows in Ethiopia that the mostly is a Muslim, so that's why the coffee is related is the Muslim drink. So that's why this fun fact appear. India become the first non-Muslim nation to drink the coffee. That's it. Okay, now I would like to tell about all about coffee. Explain about the coffee. Coffee is general thing that the old people have know about this. Coffee is a beverage in every country in the world. Granted, the coffees or different countries vary in taste and strength, but every country has coffee of some kind. So the meaning of this statement is every country has a specific coffee. For example, Indonesia is like, as I know, is Toraja coffee, Java coffee, Sumatra coffee, Luwak coffee. There's the kind of coffee that grows in Indonesia. The history of coffee is long and storied, and the coffee is called by many names in many lands. So, in every year and in every country, that is how to mention the name of coffee is different. It's like in Indonesia, it's coffee. In Britain or in American, it's coffee. There is like some different word, but not too clear. It's not too clear how to differentiate that. The Spice Island, named from it was Java. Ancient Portuguese explorers called it coffee. The word is often used mean the gathering place in many countries now. It's time experience between friends. The scientists believe that coffee was born in Ethiopia. They would say that the first is who the first know about the coffee is in Ethiopia, and now scientists believe that coffee was born in Ethiopia and was a food rather than a beverage in the beginning. So coffee is just not a beverage. A coffee is just not a beverage, but it has to like a meaning as a food in Ethiopia. Coffee was actually used as a replacement for wine. Coffee was first used in religious ceremonies in place of wine, and plants were considered unrenewable that. Okay, it means that in the Ethiopia, in the first time the coffee grows, it just used in religion ceremonies. Coffee, the old people will drink coffee if there are like some religion ceremonies. That's why the old people will drink coffee. But if there is like some the ceremonial ceremonies, there is no coffee in front of them. So now it's amazing coffee tips that you can try out today. Amazing coffee tips that you can try out today. Think back. Which coffee cup do you remember the most? Which coffee cup do you remember the most? Maybe you put it up on your own, or perhaps you purchase it from the coffee shop. Maybe if you don't have the plants of the trees of coffee, now you're not like the poor feeling. What the poor us. No, please remove that feeling, because now we can buy the coffee in the coffee shop or in our neighborhood that has coffee trees. The below article contains some helpful knowledge on coffee. For example, if you are camping, coffee is a great item to bring. This article say that if you are camping, this is for example what the benefit or how important the coffee for the people in this area. When you are camping, when you are do camping, coffee is the one thing that we must bring it now, because brewing coffee using the percolator is more complex process than typical brewing, so be sure that follow the instructions carefully. Give the coffee extra time to step after brewing it before you drink it. As I know that when someone do camping, there is no one to like feeling the atmosphere around that place. Want to feel that, so that's why the all people wanted that do camping is want to stay up all night. So why this article say that if you are camping, coffee is a great item to bring? Because coffee can make us like stay up, because coffee contains the caffeine. There's like some contains caffeine. Caffeine is made us stay up. I will tell about what is the content in caffeine, why it can make stay up. I will explain after this. Okay. Coffee will taste better if it has been freshly ground. Burble coffee grinders do the best job in grinding beans. Grinding those bare mill grinders do a good job of making the green size uniform, which contributes to the overall taste of the coffee. The time that I said coffee is contain caffeine, and now I would like to explain what is caffeine. What is caffeine? Caffeine is a plant based on alkaloid, which stimulates the central nervous system of anyone who consumes it. People have been consuming coffee a long time before Pepsi or Coke was ever around. So caffeine is the first thing that grow or around the world before the Pepsi or Coke. Since the Stone Age, people have been creating a tea like a drink which increased energy and mental alertness. It was dried from boiling certain leaves, bark, and seed in hot water. In the Stone Age, people have been creating a tea like drink which increase energy. So, a part of the coffee, there is a tea that can increase your energy. But as I know that tea is better than coffee, because tea not contain the coffee. Today start from 2000s and probably 2016. I can say this 2016. Today people consume on average. This is average. Is 120,000 tons of caffeine a year. $120,000 of caffeine a year. A safe amount of caffeine per day will be 20 milligram per day. That's the safe how to drink the caffeine per day is. This is the safe caffeine that we should drink per day. Should 200 200 milligram until 300 milligram. I believe people consume much more than this since we will have many products that contain caffeine. And I believe that a lot of people now not just drink this, not just drink the safe minimal or the safe size to drink the safe caffeine. Not just in coffee, who the coffee contains, but now all of products. Probably there's a lot of product contains the caffeine, and should I say that now a lot of people more than 200 milligram until 300 milligram per day, more over that. Okay, I will explain you what in contents of coffee. After you know about the caffeine is one thing that can make you addictiveness, and I would like to why do people become addicted to caffeine? This is my questions before I know this. Why do people become addicted to caffeine? Why? Persons who drinks 1 cup of coffee a day over 7 days will build the tolerance to this amount of caffeine. These persons will have to consume 2 cups of coffee to feel the same effects as before, but again, we will build the tolerance to great amount of caffeine over time. The cycle will lead to an addiction to coffee and will have a negative side effect on the weight on your body. Caffeine has a negative side effect on the body. What is the side effect of caffeine? Exceeding 500 until 600 milligram of caffeine per day can produce the following side effect. If you, like what I said before, that if you out of this rule that is safe to drink caffeine is 200 and 300 milligram, exceeding the caffeine probably that made 500 until 600 milligram, it will appear or it will make like some side effect. This is the safe limits if you want to use caffeine, but this is the more than this, so it will make like some effect, like some side effect to your body. The first is increased blood pressure and heart rate. This is the side effect of This is the first side effect of the caffeine. If you use more over than this, it will make increase the blood pressure. And this effect will make you are dying. I can conclude that when someone can control the blood pressure, it will always get angry and then will like give like some declining or like some less lastness of the age. So that's why I can say this: you are dying if you are still drink coffee more than 200 milligram until 300 milligram. The second is alcohols. Alcoholism mean, as I know, is the disease of the skin, but I don't know why it's contained here. Maybe, probably that there is like the side contains in caffeine and it makes the alcohol. This is that all of people know what is the effect if they are drink coffee more than the safe limits. Is insomnia, not insomnia. Insomnia, you know that this is the habit of all my friends here, especially from Mr. Oji. Always stay up, always stay up there because the effect of coffee. Because how it happens is insomnia can happen to us. It will make you like less. It's like when in the morning when you wake up, it will like not healthy because at the night we were not asleep. And as I know that if you are less to sleep, it will make like the control of your brain is less, and then your health will be less also. So insomnia is the trigger point. I can say insomnia is the trigger point of the coffee effect. Because why I say like that? Because this is still rarely. The first effect is rarely happen to us, but insomnia is the real fact in our environment. Insomnia is the real fact in our environment. The second is tension. The fourth is tension. These tensions I can take is tensions of body. You cannot keep your body, your tensions of your body will make like yourself just want to kill yourself. You will just kill yourself. But tensions is like make ourselves just want to angry, get angry always, and like want to do something that are important, you know. And then the fifth is emotional fatigue. Emotional fatigue. This is the connection with insomnia. Is connection with the insomnia. If someone or somebody that use coffee and insomnia, they are like insomnia with herself, it will like just increase your emotions. Just increase your emotions, just want to get angry, just like bad mood, always bad mood, and just like yourself, your life is just like moody. I can say the moody, like my teacher. Okay, for every 100 milligram of caffeine you consume, you lose 6 milligram of calcium from your bone density, which weaken your bones over time. Okay. A part of this effect, the dangerous effect, is make your bone weak make your bones is weak suddenly. Okay, it's just one. Oh my goodness, just I don't know what I can say. That what's happening now is all of people is like addict to drink coffee, and the pairing of coffee is smoke. That's it. The connections of coffee is cigarette. Okay, for this is the suggestions of or the like advice to some people who wanted to avoid the caffeine. There is only one way how to avoid this caffeine. You can use ginseng. You can use ginseng. Ginseng is known product that increase the body's resistance to stress. Among between the a part of the caffeine is make our body face the that time. You can use ginseng. Ginseng is known product that increase the body's resistance. So you can use that ginseng to replace the caffeine. And the second is vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 increase energy in the body. And the third is vitamin C. Strengthens the immune system and overall helps keep the body healthy. That's the short way or the one way or the third way that can replace the caffeine. Use ginseng, vitamin B12 and vitamin C. So the conclusions of the caffeine is, while researching for these presentations, I came to realize that today's society has made it very difficult for us to get what our bodies need and made it very easy for us to get our hands and unhealthy alternative. Now, it's very difficult for us to avoid the caffeine just because there is a lot of the various of the product that contain the caffeines now between just coffee. It makes make us difficult because as I know that in the past caffeine is always contained in the coffee, but now chocolate or the drinks water is just like another the coffee that is include the caffeine, cigarettes. So it's all the same with the caffeine. I think what we need to do is find a way of implementing a good night's sleep, healthy diet, and exercise into our daily routines. This alone will help us stay away from this third unhealthy answer that are put right in front of our faces every day. So the conclusion is, you have to realize that caffeine is standard for your life, and just use that what I give it to you. Just use ginseng or vitamin B12 and then B12 and then vitamin C. You can use that. You are. But I can say that the positive, I can explain it for you. If the good benefit of caffeine, if you got a lot of dirty and you have to first to make yourself stay up, maybe the coffee can help you first stay up to finish your dirty. That's it. That's the like the advantage of coffee. Okay. Now, the only university in the world is like Harvard University in South Korea. So the university just outlawed that health benefit of coffee. There is a four. The first is cardiovascular protective effects. The second is antihypertensive effect. The third is anti-diabetic, and the fourth is antioxidant actions. So that's the health benefits of coffee. Safe to drink 3 to 4 cups per day to have favorable health effect. The first, normal subject. The second, pre-existing CVDs and hypertension. So, now I would like to say that why you should drink coffee more. Why you should drink coffee more? Why? The science back of the reason for you to enjoy your espresso even more. Just smelling coffee could make your less stressed. Just can make you less stressed. Just smelling coffee could make you less stressed. Researchers at the Seoul National University discovered that exposure to coffee aromas influence changes in brain protein tied stress linked to sleep deprivations. So, if you produce the coffee correctly, the first time is Daddy said to us that if you make the coffee with the correct rules, it will make like some, the aroma of coffee is real good. It will make your smell just with your healthy, your brain is just less of the stress out. And you can lose your stress linked to sleep deprivations. You will, when you drink coffee, you will smell the aroma of coffee. It will make like, you will sleep from the deprivations. The second point is coffee could lessen the symptoms of Parkinson's disease. Ronald Postma, MD, the study author said, studies have shown that people who use caffeine are less likely to develop Parkinson's disease, but this is one of the first studies in humans to show that caffeine can help with movement symptoms for people who already have this disease. So, if you have a symptom of Parkinson's disease, these students of Ronald Partners say that it will make your symptoms is movement of people who already have the disease. So, it can make your disease and maybe movement. Coffee is great for your liver, especially if you drink alcohol. Coffee is great for your liver, especially if you drink alcohol. A study published in 2006 that included 125,000 people over 22 years showed that those who drink at least 1 cup of coffee a day were 20% less to develop liver cirrhosis. Cirrhosis. An autoimmune disease caused by excessive alcohol consumption that could lead to liver failure and the cancer. I mean that, as I know that alcohol is not good for us, just because alcohol is like a medicine for our bodies, not inside body. But if you want to fly, it's okay, use alcohol. Okay. The fourth point is coffee can make feel happier. Coffee can make you feel happier than before you drink coffee. Because if you drink coffee, yourself is like enjoying the moment. It's will like will that your problem is gone, and then feel that the world is mine. This world is mine. It's you alone who live here. A study done by the National Institute of Health found that those who drink 4 or more cups of coffee were about 10% less likely to be depressed. So if you drink 4 or more coffees a day, it will lose the depression of body. Those who had never touched the Java, and apparently it's not because of the caveat height. Coke can also give you a cabin height, but it's linked to depressions. For example, as I know, here when somebody who drink coffee just like enjoy the life, and then feel like just, oh God, how awesome is this? Moreover, that you drink coffee while smoke the cigarette, it will nice. It will more excellent. And the sixth point is why we should drink coffee. The sixth point is coffee consumption has been linked to lower levels of suicide. Coffee consumption has been linked to lower levels of suicide. Why? Because that's why I say that when someone smells the aroma of coffee, it's like you really enjoy the moment while smoke the cigarette.
I like the smell.
Yes, the smell does not smell, but drink also. And the study done by the Harvard School is like drink school, Harvard University. From Harvard University of Public, how determined that drinking between 2 and 4 cups. I always mention 4 cups mean I think I can take the conclusions as 4 cups is a better choice to drink the coffee a day, because the coffee consumption has been linked to lower levels of suicide. Drinking coffee between 2 and 4 cups of coffee can reduce the risk of suicide in men and women by about 50%. So the students of Harvard University found that 50%. So the 50% that the man or the woman less than the 50% who did the suicide. Coffee can make you a better athlete. This is for the athlete. Coffee can make you a better athlete. It's for the study who take the sport major. So this is the fun fact for you guys, that you take the sport major in the university, that if you drink coffee can make you a better athlete or a better sporter. Caffeine increases the number of fatty acids in the blood streams, which allow athletes' muscle to absorb the burn those the fats for fools, therefore saving the body's small reserves of carbohydrates of later on the exercise. So, Because caffeine increase the number of fatty acid. It's just like the blood streams is real less than before. You have to, yes, between you have to run out having work it out every day. Apparently that coffee can make you be a better athlete. And the seventh point is coffee could reduce your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Coffee could reduce your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. The study of researchers from the American Chemical Society found that people who drink 4 or more cups of coffee a day reduce their chance to developing type 2 diabetes by 50%. So you can less your disease, especially for diabetes. If you drink coffee 4 cups a day, it will can avoid avoid the diabetes disease. Subsequently, with every additional cup, the risk gets lowered by 7%. So, for a cup coffee per a day, it will less your diabetes with 50%. If you add that coffee, it just add the 7% for your coffee. And the next is the next point is drinking coffee could help keep your brain healthier for longer. Drinking coffee could help keep your brain healthier and longer. Researchers from the University of South Florida, the University of Miami also found that people older than 65 who had higher blood levels of the caveats developed Alzheimer's disease 2 to 4 years later than the others with lower caveat. If you has why I said that drinking coffee could help your brain is healthier and brainy, because someone will can think when they are in good conditions, not in bad situations. So the people will think it's like nicely if okay, I will think if the situations is good or support the situations. But if the people or the person that always getting angry and not moody, the person who's moody, it will not like give a line to get how think it. But when the persons like feel the moment, feel the atmosphere around that, so that's why the persons will think more that the person who getting angry and moody. And the 10th point is coffee may make you more intelligent. Coffee may make you more intelligent. CNN reports that coffee allows your brain to work in a much more efficient and smarter way. Time reporter Michael Lickmonick says, when you are asleep, and you are take coffee, pretty much anything you measure will improve. Reaction time, vigilance, attention, logical reasoning, most of the complex functions you associate with intelligence. Intelligence, like I said, the same with your brain is smarter than before. Because when drink coffee and you are always stay up, you will not feel the sleep. It will make your job or your time. It will add the more than if they're not drink coffee. Because mostly if they are or we are work at the night, coffee always on beside of us. And the 11th point is Americans get more antioxidant from the coffee than anything else. While fruits and vegetables also have tons of antioxidants, the human body seems to absorb the most from the coffee. Mostly the people don't know about this. Wild fruits and vegetables, you can listen it up. Wild fruits and vegetables also have tons of antioxidants. This is the good fact that the human body seems to absorb the most from the coffee. So the antioxidant in the body, in our body, is from the coffee. That's the people who know. And now, I mean that my suggestion, if you not drink coffee, you have to drink coffee now. Ah, yeah. And the 12th point is coffee helps you stay focused for longer. The reason it wakes you up and makes you feel more alert and focused is because it stimulates your central nervous system. So, like what I got a experience when I drink coffee and when I drink coffee, oh god, I can't sleep and I feel that I'm not sleepy. I don't know why. Maybe from the coffee. So that I realized that now is the coffee can help you focus for longer. Your body is primed for action and you're sitting still at the computer, but your body still takes advantage of the increased blood flow, more rapid feeding of the neurotransmitters, and increased blood oxygen levels to help you think. If you work in computer operator, it will help you. It will help you to finish your work. Isn't it me, brother, who work in computer operator? Is it true? Is it true? It will help you to finish your work. Oh, okay. Okay, the science-backed reason for you to enjoy your espresso even more. So, that's the reason. That's the reason why you should drink more coffee. Okay, next material is the coffee production. This is the most important thing. The production of coffee. Oh, saya direkod.
Advocate Excellency.
Oh, Mr. Excellency.
Yeah.
The first is planting. Without planting, you will not get the coffee beans. This is the first type to get the coffee beans. The first is planting. The coffee bean is actually a seed when dried, roasted, and ground. It is used to brew coffee. But if the seed is not processed, it can be planted and will grow into the coffee trees. The first is planting. The second is harvesting. The second is harvesting. Depend on the variety, it will take approximately 3 or 4 years. 3 or 4 years for the newly planted coffee trees to begin to bear fruit. The fruit called the coffee cherry turn a bright deep red when it's ripe and ready to be harvested, whether picked by hand or by machine. So, the way to harvesting the zutat is the by hand or machine. I just can give just suggestion. If it's just your price is just small, you can use by hand. But if you had the grade or the white press is use machine, because now we live in technology era, so we have to use it as well as you can. Okay, and the third is processing. The third is processing. Once the coffee has been picked, processing must begin as quickly as possible to prevent spoilage. Depending on locations and local researchers, coffee can process in one of 2 ways. So, the ways to processing, there are the 2 ways. The first is dry process and the wet process. What the differentiate to them is dry method. This is the age-old method of pressing coffee and is still used in many countries. The dry process is the age-old in around the world that still used until now. In the technology era, this tool is still used. This method is drying method. The coffee is still used in many countries where water resources are limited. The freshly picked cherries are simply spread out on huge surface to dry in the sun. So that use the light of sun to make the coffee to become dry and make the coffee is better than before. Okay, the second method is wet method. The wet method processing, the pulp is removed from the coffee cherry after harvesting and the bean is dried with only the parchment skin left on. Wet method, from the coffee cherry after harvesting and the bean is dried with only on the parchment skin. Just skin that parchment, not the seed or bean. So that's why I say that dry method is better than wet method. Drying the beans. If the beans have been, I would like to explain about dry methods. Okay, if the beans have processed by the wet method, the pulp or fermented beans must now be dried to approximately 11% moisture to properly prepare them from storage. Okay, now I would like to give the different material is type of coffee. So before I go to that, this is the productions to the rule of productions of the coffee is the first is planting, the second is harvesting, the third is processing. And that includes the several ways how to do that. The what I say, that's what I have explained it all in this whiteboard. And now is the type of coffee. The first is coffee Americano. Coffee Americano is a style of coffee prepared by adding hot water to espresso, giving a similar strength to but different flavor from the regular drip coffee. The strength of an American varies with the number of shots of espresso added. The second is cafe latte. The second is cafe latte. A cafe latte is the Italian name for the coffee. The name is cafe with milk latte. It is a coffee beverage consisting of strong or bold coffee, sometimes or espresso, mixed with scalded milk in approximately 1:1 ratio. And the third is cafe mocha. A cafe mocha is a variant of the cafe latte, like a latte, but a portion of chocolate is added, typically in the form of chocolate syrup or other funding system. Use instant chocolate powder. Mochas can contain dark or milk chocolate. The third is cappuccino. Cappuccino is the coffee-based drink prepared with the espresso, hot milk, and the steamed milk foam. That's the short story. And now is the Irish coffee. What is the Irish coffee? Irish coffee is the cocktail consisting of hot coffee, Irish whiskey, and the brown sugar stirred and topped with thick cream. The coffee is drunk through the cream. The original recipe explicitly used cream that has not been whipped. Also, whipped cream is often used. The sugar should be brown and not white. This is how to differentiate if that Irish coffee. The sugar, you have to use the dark sugar. And now is Turkish coffee. It's a method of preparing coffee where finely powdered roast coffee beans are boiled in a pot or tasbih with added sugar depend on the taste before being surfaced into a cup where the ground settle. This method of serving coffee is common throughout the Middle East, North Africa. And next is macchiato. Macchiato means steamed. Is an espresso with the dash of foam milk. At first sight, it resembles a small cappuccino. Its mean is like a cappuccino but the smaller one. And the next is Oliang. Commonly known the Thai iced coffee is an iced coffee drying which blends the coffee together with the simple soybeans, corn, sesame seed, and the other additives. It is traditional brewed. And now it's a flat white. It's a coffee beverage originating from Australia and New Zealand. It is prepared by pouring microfoam or steamed milk from the bottom of a pitcher over a single shot or a double shot of espresso. And now is cafe breva, a cappuccino made with a half and half milk instead of whole milk. And the next is cafe latte freddo. It is a type of cold coffee. Cafe latte freddo is an espresso mixed with cold milk in similar proportions as a cafe latte that is usually shaken well with the ice in a cocktail shaker. And my conclusion is we love coffee. We have to love the coffee. This is my conclusions for this speech.